Hello, everyone, and welcome to more Ticket to Ride here on the Sorcerer Network. My name is Sorcerer Matt. Hello, everyone. Hello to Ninecraft here, from India, or at least claiming from India. No idea where you're actually at. Reaching out as a game on this day off that I have. So wonderful. I think the obvious plan here is East Coast. This is a pretty easy start. I really want to grab. I don't want to take away my pair. I know I need blue to go Atlanta to Miami, but I think that going through connecting up Nashville to Atlanta is excellent. Love that people are over there on the West Coast right now. That is absolutely delightful. You love to see it. Yep. Love that yellow and blue are probably going to waste. Ooh, no. I thought yellow was going to grab Vancouver to Seattle. Apparently not. So, I mean, this is a pretty simple, like, we're just going to probably wind through St. Louis, Chicago, Pittsburgh, New York. I'll probably just hook everything up. Maybe do an early ticket draw here. What are the things that I really want to get done? Probably so I want to grab these two white because probably it's like Chicago to St. Louis to Nashville, definitely. And then I don't know. I mean, I think as of right now we're grabbing some really nice cards. The five blue are really going to be the thing. I will probably bypass and go into Boston just because I know I get ragged on a lot for pre-planning, but this is a situation where this is one of the, again, as I've been, I don't know if I've talked about this on a video yet, but I think I went a little overboard in the pre-planning, but I do think that it does have merit in a situation like this. So if I'm on the East Coast and I'm doing an East Coast game, chances are we're gonna run into Boston. We're going to have routes that have Boston and New York. So, yes, technically, I could go Pittsburgh to Toronto, Toronto to Montreal. And, yes, I could come around. But also, as of right now, I pretty much have, excuse me, everything already done. Well, you know what? As I'm talking about this, I could just go Toronto to Montreal, and then I would still have Boston to and New York and Washington and all this other stuff, and then I wouldn't have to, and then I wouldn't be pre-planning, so I would not be accused of such thing. Let's do it. This is a absolutely fantastic start. This is excellent. I'm one away from getting my longest route Atlanta to Miami. So I'm going to go ahead and grab Toronto to Montreal right here. And I'm not going to worry about the blue right now. I will get it. I'm going to go ahead and draw tickets. This is really great. This is really great. Montreal to Raleigh, don't mind if I do. Pittsburgh to Los Angeles, yes. I think I'm going to commit to the East Coast bit, especially because yellow has already grabbed the Los Angeles to Phoenix. What's my in to... I suppose if I really wanted to, I could roll the dice on Vegas and then just go right down the middle. You know what? I'm going to do that. This might be a very dumb idea because I don't have the cards right away because I don't want to use my blue. But now I do. So as long as red doesn't grab Vegas to Los Angeles, great. And then I'm going to grab Las Vegas to Salt Lake next turn. The only bad thing that could happen now is someone goes, shoot, I do need to be into Vegas, grabs Las Vegas, Salt Lake City, and then we're looking at going Los Angeles to El Paso with 6 black, which isn't detrimental to us. So, but we're not going to have to do that. Alrighty. Okay. So probably a Salt Lake to Denver is going to be the next thing that I really, really want. The good news is we need so many colors, we can just go right off the top here. Okay, so Phoenix to, I believe Phoenix to Calgary. Okay, I am going to go ahead and grab the pair here. And I guess if I'm seeing orange, I might as well take it. I'm trying to balance that whole off the top thing, especially as I was like, oh, you know what I really need? Red and yellow. All right, nice. Okay. Okay, I would like this red to stay. Yes. And now we can go off the top. So orange. So I'm going to play this Salt Lake to Denver here. It looks like blue and might be coming up this way. So I don't want that to hinder me. Love that red had to reroute here. That's great. I probably will also grab Kansas City to St. Louis here, just to make sure that I definitely don't want to have to use blue. And I also know that I do need to get down into New Orleans. But I'm not as concerned about that right now. Yeah, I think this is good. I'm starting to consider the route through Vegas like an actual route and not just I don't need to take it unless I have a Vegas route. It's definitely risky. Because if you're going through it to get to Salt Lake, you have to get both routes. There's no other option. But it also is a very direct route to get to where you want to go. Which is one of the reasons why, if you need it, you got to take it as soon as possible. All right, very happy to grab this. Okay. Okay. All right. That's totally fine. Yellow, love it. Ooh, yes. Get in the way of each other. Yes. Love yellow. I think I want to draw, but I also kind of want to make sure that I claim some routes here. I don't know. I don't think there's... The only thing I would claim is this pair, and I don't really feel like I need to do that. So happy to grab a blue, and I'm happy to grab one off the top, and it's a wild. Ooh-wee, that's nice. I think Denver to Kansas City is the route that I would like to prioritize with that wild. The rest of my routes don't really seem to be in that much jeopardy. Again, famous last words, but clearly red is... This is often the problem with trying to go through, again, the Sault Ste. Marie type thing, where, okay, red now cannot get Duluth to Sault Ste. Marie because of yellow, and now connecting this up is not easy. It's doable, but it's not easy. It's interesting that red has already reached the critical mass of cards versus trains, so we're loving where red is at right now. We can just go off the top. I don't really need a white. I didn't really need a green. I don't necessarily hate just getting a bunch of cards for the second half of the game, or really probably we're in the last third, to be honest with you. But I don't want to draw too many more cards. I would like to now get to a point where I am claiming the routes that I would like to claim. So, like orange would be very much what I would like to see right now. So maybe what I need to do is, now that I do have, the blue, the 5 blue, probably should just grab that. So yeah, let's go ahead and start grabbing some stuff because there's nothing on board that I want. Love that all these people are having to take really weird routes in order to get to where they want to be. I'm happy to do this. So it may have been a mistake to grab Los Angeles to Chicago. And by may, I mean it absolutely was. Holy cow. I did not even consider that red was going to end this game. Completely blindsided. Huh. Huh. So, red punts on 2 of their tickets and says, I'm getting longest train. And yeah, but I'm pretty sure because of tickets, yeah, I get second there. Huh. Okay, hang on. We got to look at this. So red says I'm not worried about the rest of this stuff. It looks like, just it maybe got blocked off on some things. Yeah, the Winnipeg to Santa Fe, Dallas to New York. So, and then just grabbed a bunch of large routes. I wonder if this was decided early or whether I'll be out. Okay, Minecraft, don't worry. We all kind of got caught off guard. But it makes again. I was surprised, so I'm not surprised that Minecraft here. You clearly thought you had way more turns to go, but really, Blue just had better tickets than I did. That's why they were victorious, and losing 16 points hurt. Wow. Yeah, but it did all that to get third. So yeah, I mean, really what this guy was counting on was all of us losing a massive amount of points, and the leader only lost 8 points. Huh. Yeah, so me and Ninecraft were the only people to draw tickets in that game, and yet 3.75 average. I mean, that's what Red was trying to go for, and then getting an additional 10 points, which is not nothing, especially in a closer game. I don't know. What do you think of this strategy? I think this was. I like the strategy of getting a bunch of high value routes, but you also have to complete your tickets, in my opinion. You can't just punt on the tickets. So, all right, well, hey, if you're enjoying the content, hit that subscribe button, comment. What do you think? And we'll see you next time.